Hey guys, welcome to my corner. As you can tell, I'm still getting ready. For those of you that watched my last video, you know that today we are remembering our daughter who we lost 2 years ago today. So I am just gonna get ready because we actually have a mass for her, and we invited a few of our closest family and friends to join us if they could. Obviously it's a Wednesday, so we understand that people work and you know, people have jobs, so if they can join us, we obviously they're gonna join us. But yeah, so I'm just gonna take you with us today in how we are remembering our daughter. There's not really like a right or wrong way to do it. This is just what we've decided to do for ourselves this year. Last year we actually had a harder time with it. I feel like this year I'm definitely more at peace like with everything, and I feel like I'm at a better place in my life when I talk about the subject of infertility. And I'm not gonna go too crazy because my emotions have been a little crazy, obviously, but for the last 2 years since it happened, I actually have taken a few days for personal leave from work, just doing things for myself to make me feel better, to make me feel just more at peace and more calm, not really trying to do things that'll stress me out. And like I said, last year we decided we wanted to be by ourselves. We didn't want to be with anyone, and we kind of just hung out at home, didn't do anything, and we didn't even remind people of the day. I don't expect them to remember, but we didn't tell anyone that the day was coming or anything like that. So it was literally just ourselves, and I had such a hard time with it at the end of the day, because it does feel lonely, and obviously she's someone that we lost that was important to us, and we just felt like we were alone. So I remember last year I messaged my family in the chat and I was like, hey, do you guys have a second to chat? And we FaceTimed with everyone, and I just told them, like, I'm not mad, like, this is something that I chose to do, that I thought my heart needed, that I needed, but it was very lonely. I was like, I don't want to go through that again, of like nobody reaching out or just saying, hey, I'm thinking of you. It's just something, like, it just felt very lonely. Like if you've lost anyone and, you know, the 1 year anniversary comes and, like, I don't expect people to say anything. I just would like my family to just acknowledge it, especially because at that time we weren't so public about it, so not a lot of people knew. So I remember talking to them, and I was like, you know, I'm not mad or anything, and it was on me because I chose not to say anything. I was like, so, you know, I am not blaming you guys, but I was like, next year or the years following, like, I would really appreciate it if you put it on your calendar, you do whatever you gotta do to remember this day. And just, like, call me or send me a text message, like, not a lot, just, like, the acknowledging. I just put lotion on my hands, but just the acknowledgement of, like, you know, she was someone in our lives. She's someone that we remember. This year we decided we didn't want to be by ourselves. We wanted to be with family and friends and just those that are important in our lives that were with us through this whole journey from the beginning. So we're gonna go to mass real quick right now, and then we took the day, my husband took the day off today, but we are gonna go to breakfast, and we have a few things that we do that we've kind of like a tradition that we want to do for her, just to remember her. We always light up a candle, so we went shopping last weekend and picked out a candle that we liked for her. Actually gonna have some family and friends over today and this afternoon, and we're gonna do a prayer for her, and we're gonna pray and just thank God for her and for the time that we had with her. And then we are going to I got a special cake for her to cut with them and just have dessert and talk and just really be together with family, because that's what we wanted this year. I really want to know, because I haven't, I feel like this is all a learning experience for us. So if you have lost a baby, I really want to know what people do. Like last year when I was trying to figure out like what to do for her 1-year anniversary, like I kind of felt silly doing anything, because I was like, you know, it's someone that's passed away. But and everyone, what I've learned in the process is that everyone can do whatever they feel is right. Like there's no right or wrong way to remember your loved one, and this is just how we choose to remember her. And maybe next year we'll do something different. Like we haven't settled on anything. There is a few things that we have set that we'll do every year between me and my husband, but like inviting family over, like this is the first year we're gonna do that. And having the dessert is the first year. Like I wanted just something simple, something that just something to remember her by, I guess. But if you have gone through this, like what is it that you do to remember that day and your baby? Like, do you do anything special? And if you don't, that's okay too. Like there's nobody saying you have to do this. It's just what we chose to do. But learning and figuring out just what works for you. And I'm not going too crazy on the makeup right now. Like I said, I'm gonna my emotions have been everywhere, and I just start crying out of nowhere, and I don't want it to, I just go with my extra, but I don't want my makeup to smear later. But yeah, I just take it as the day comes, because my feelings are definitely up and down, or they have been this week at least. They've been better than most years, I will say that. But it's still hard, and it still gets to me sometimes. And I just start crying out of nowhere. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on and call it a day. So it is 7:40 right now, and the mass is at 8:15. So I have enough time to finish getting ready and bring you guys along. And I think this is it. This is the look of the day. I also just do what's right for you, but I like to wear certain pieces of jewelry to also remember her. Like I have my little angel wings here, and it's just a baby with wings that I wear for her, and just do little things like that for myself. Like that's all I can do.